Oh, lads, this is exactly why you need to watch F1 Netflix Drive to Survive, baby. Welcome to Formula 1. Lads, the sport where the cars are pretty much faster than most airplanes. The drama is thicker than a double-stack diffuser, and the only thing louder than the engines are the egos. Lads, buckle up, because welcome to the insane, controversial Drive to Survive.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front from fifth all the way to the lead in lap one.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter. You know, Formula 1 isn't just a battle of speed, lads, okay? And most of you know I used to be a racing driver, right? So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. It's a gladiator fight wrapped in a high-stakes chess game, man. I'm telling you. Served with a side of ridiculous petty squabbling from a lot of the teams and the drivers. Take the 20 drivers. Now, they're meant to be the top 20 in the world, right? Sleep-deprived men here on Earth, believing they're destined for greatness. Some make it, some don't. And you see what this is all about, lads, in this program. And, you know, the guy in P20, you'd think, okay, is he there for the paycheck? Is he really there? Does he really want to be there? Does he give a damn? I'll let you decide for this one. And then there's the team principals. Think of these lads as the parents at a little league game, except their kids are worth millions. And they'd happily fight you in the parking lot over a track limits penalty, lads. Now, the storylines they're complex as the cars itself, lads. I mean, you've got Mercedes, Red Bull locked in a rivalry so intense. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy. I know I talk about Shakespeare quite a lot on the show, but it is with a touch of high-octane comedy. I mean, you should see them go at each other, lads. It's insane. And then Ferrari kind of like that friend who peaked in high school but still insists they're the life of the party. Now, I mean, at the same time, lads, Ferrari are Formula 1. You know, if people think of Formula 1, I think most people would start to think about Ferrari before any other team, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but most people would, you know? And, you know, then you've got teams like Haas. You know, they're just trying to keep the bloody lights on, lads, while the drivers break the record for most expensive crashes in a season. I mean, they're crashing their car and they could do €1 million worth of damage, 2 million even worth of damage. I mean, it's that bad, man. And what you love about this program, lads, is the race weekends. That's where all the tension is wound up. The drivers are on edge. The team bosses are on edge. The mechanics, engineers, they're all on edge. And, you know, it's like a pressure cooker. I mean, obviously we start off with practice on the Friday. Most days it's Friday practice. And then, you know, you see the drivers complain about the cars. And then in qualifying on the Saturday, they complain about each other. And then on the Sunday, the gloves come off. The lights go out, lads, and it's chaos into turn one. Chaos. There's 20 of the drivers on the grid. And most of the time, in turn one, on the opening lap, there's some drama. Put it that way. I mean, you'd be hard not to find it. And then in the garage, you've got an engineer frantically Googling how to fix an overheated turbo with a duct tape. And it all comes down to the final laps, lads. The championship leader, has been hunted down by a driver, or maybe a few drivers who's just found the turbo mode button on the steering wheel here, you know. There's wheel-to-wheel action, there's no doubt about it. Sparks are flying. Literally, sparks are flying, lads. And, you know, the tension is so high. The commentators are shouting over each other. You can barely hear some of them sometimes. And then somewhere, you got Toto Wolff is throwing his headphones in slow motion, and wait till you get to that part. Oh, dear Lord God. And the cars, they cross the finish line and separated by inches a lot of the time. And the crowd goes mental. Mental. Or there's boos. It's usually a mix of both.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front from fifth all the way to the lead in lap one.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter. Wow.